This week, I've been spending time with the 2025 Genesis G80. This is the sedan that basically started it all. Back in 2008, they had this under the Hyundai Genesis nameplate, and this is what it's evolved into today. Price as tested for this sport prestige with a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 is just over $80,000. 2025 sees some minor refreshes for the second generation G80. Do get revised front and rear bumpers, new headlights that look very sharp. Still got that twin line that goes all the way across the vehicle, across all the lights. 20-inch wheels front and rear, bit of a staggered setup, 245s in the front and 275s in the rear. I really like these 5-spoke wheels, look very sharp. Massive brakes, 4 piston calipers, plenty of stopping power. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trunk. You do get a power trunk lid to reveal plenty of space back here, respectable for a mid-size sedan. No 60/40 folding rear seats though, but you do get a pass-through, and you also get a spare tire underneath, which is nice to see in a luxury sedan. Do get smart key access on all 4 doors. Beautiful red Nappa leather interior. Back here, you're greeted with a extremely comfortable back seat. Plenty of headroom, about 2 inches, I'm 6 foot, and plenty of legroom as well, about 6 inches. A couple mat pockets, a couple rear vents, some climate controls, pull down center armrest with a couple cup holders, rear heated seats, and the ability to control the peasant blockers back here. Center console here with 2 USB-C ports. You do also get a panoramic sunroof that will open right now. I'll actually hopefully not open the window itself, but it's tinted enough to where it doesn't bake you on a super hot day. Go ahead and check out what's under the hood. So under the hood of this particular G80 is a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Makes 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Gets about 19 miles a gallon combined, so not the most fuel efficient. The G80 comes standard in all trims in all-wheel drive. You can get a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, but I would opt for the V6 because it's a lot more fun and super refined. The sport trims come with a ELSD in the back to allow for a little bit more fun. You do get some strut braces here as well. Hood struts on the side, which is nice, no prop rods. I just think this thing looks absolutely amazing. This color is called Vatna Gray, and it's just stunning. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat here. Just look at these seats, guys. Absolutely beautiful quilted leather. Both the driver and passenger seats are heated and ventilated. The driver's seat is massaging as well. They call it the Ergo-Motion seat. It's not as strong as something from the G90, but it does the job. It'll also adjust your posture on longer trips to make sure you're not uncomfortable. 2-person memory. Up front here, you will notice a major change for 2025, and that's this addition of a 27-inch OLED screen that houses the instrument cluster and the infotainment. You do get a 360 reverse cam with the ability to swipe all the way around. When you put it in reverse, the rear shade pops down for better visibility. Great infotainment here. Wireless Android Auto, wireless CarPlay, new for 2025, so that's nice to see. Coming down through here, you do get your tri-zone climate controls, your heated and ventilated seat controls, your heated steering wheel. The heated steering wheel control also heats this center console. Got your infotainment controls, a little knob here, and your crystal gear selector, which is super premium, feels nice. These two can get confusing at some times, but once you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal. A couple cup holders here that can be hidden out of the way. Very sharp looking carbon fiber trim. Do have some drive modes here. You got Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus. In my drive, I've just been driving around in Comfort. Wireless charger, decent sized center console with 2 USB-C ports, and a decent sized glove box that's felt lined. Auto dimming rear view mirror with HomeLink. No digital mirror, which kind of sucks because that rear shade does kind of impede visibility just a tad. Sunglasses holder here and a illuminated visor mirror with a ticket holder. This interior is exquisite. You have top-notch materials, meticulous stitching all around the vehicle, nice black piping to accent it as well. I think it's very well done. No squeaks, no rattles, good quality so far. This has 10,000 press miles on it, so this thing's been put through the ringer. Not even a sign of wear on the left side bolster here, which is pretty nice considering how many people have gotten in and out of this thing. Let's go ahead and take this thing for a spin and see what it's like out on the road. As soon as you put your seatbelt on here, the little tensioner will retract everything. It's like motorized and kind of hug you in your seat, and we'll set off. You do see a heads-up display as well, super crisp. Shows all sorts of information, your blind spots, the multimedia controls, your directions, the speed. You can customize that in the infotainment. This vehicle is just full of customization. I have the gauge cluster actually in dark mode now because my camera overexposes the gauge cluster when it's in light mode and you can't see any of the instrumentation. Bunch of widgets you can choose from in the middle here. You even have Apple CarPlay maps integrated here. I think that's pretty nice. Really like this new steering wheel for 2025. Feels nice in the hands. The heat works great. It's heated all the way around. You get the blind spot camera system. I love that about Genesis and Hyundai products. Very, very practical. This 8-speed transmission just shifts like butter. You hardly feel it shift at all. 3.5 liter is so quiet, so refined. While it's not as powerful as some rivals, it moves out of its own way. Road noise is kept to a minimum, as you would expect in a car of this class. Absolutely incredible ride. You hardly feel any bumps at all. We'll do a little test of that on the bumpier section of road up here. This has an adaptive suspension. I believe it even uses the front camera to kind of predict potholes and adjust the suspension real time for that ultimate comfort. Here we're approaching the rougher section of road. Road's all wallered out and there's a ton of potholes. Not getting sloshed around in my seat, nor is the reverberations coming into the cabin. The mid-size luxury sedan market is shrinking. Well, the sedan market's just been shrinking for years now. But I'm glad to see Genesis still holding on and still putting out a extremely competitive offering out there. All right, let's go ahead and put this in Sport Plus. It will rev match downshift. You can use the paddle shifters as well. And merge onto the highway here. All right, let's see if we can catch up to the Challenger. Oh my goodness. In Sport Plus, this transmission just bang shifts. It shifts so quick. We'll put it back in comfort, engage highway driving assist, our adaptive cruise control, lane centering, easy to adjust the following distance, easy to adjust speed, tons of physical controls. I say it in every Genesis and Hyundai video, the abundance of physical controls is always welcome. I love it. This is equipped with, I believe, an 18-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Sounds absolutely incredible. Rated a solid A tier, actually. You have a driver attention monitor there as well to make sure you're keeping your eyes on the road. All right, let's throw it into this corner and on the entrance ramp. Oh yeah. This thing handles really good. As soon as you start driving aggressively, it will tighten the seat belt, hold you in your place. Turn-in is very nice. Steering is nice and quick. This does have rear-wheel steering as well. I forgot to mention that earlier. We'll kind of test that out when we get back to the parking lot and do a turning radius test. Makes it feel like a much smaller vehicle than it is. You do get a 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty and a 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty as well. I think you get 3 years of service valet as well. I'll have to confirm that. But what that means is they pick up the vehicle and do service and drop it off wherever you're at, so you don't have to worry about ever going to a dealership, which is pretty nice. All right, let's see how it does from a dig here in Sport Plus. Man, this thing just hooks up and goes. I believe in Sport Plus, it also has launch control, which is pretty cool. Fuel economy this week has been okay. I've been averaging about 25 miles a gallon. On some highway trips, I've got almost 30. So it actually beats its EPA numbers by a quite large margin. Overall, I really enjoyed my time in this week. Just such a nimble, well-rounded, good daily driver. Very comfortable seats. Getting massage right now, which is awesome. No complaints from the passengers I've had in here. Actually, find these seats a lot more comfortable than the GV70 I rode in recently. For $80,000, I think it is just as good as its German rival. Sure, it's a bit underpowered, but overall, I think you get a very good value here. All right, let's do a quick turning radius test here. Might as well test out that rear wheel steering. Not too bad. It just honestly makes this car feel so small. Oh, you do also get soft closing doors as well. You don't even have to close it. It will just draw itself in and close for you. Pretty cool. Gosh, I think this color combination with the red interior just looks awesome. G80 is such a beautiful car. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the G80 as well. We're curious to know your guys' thoughts. I appreciate the comments, likes as well. Shout out to Genesis for providing this vehicle for me to film this week. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll go ahead and see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.